Welcome back, everybody. I'm the Blonde Fox, and today we're going to continue playing some more Genshin Impact. In the last episode, we went ahead and confronted the Raiden Shogun. We defeated Senora and in a combat battle before the throne thing, and because we won, the rules are for that it's, loser dies, basically, and so the Raiden Shogun ended up killing Senora, which was like, what? So that happened, and then right after that, we ended up getting sucked into the plane of Euthymia, and we defeated the Raiden Shogun in there, and she decided to abolish Vision Hunt Decree, but she needs more time to think about what her next plan is going to be moving forward, and so kind of where it ended, where we saved Inazuma, things seem to be going back to normal, and yeah, miHo wants to talk to us. So a whole lot happened. It was a longer episode, so yeah. Go watch that if you haven't yet, because like I said, a lot happened. It was pretty interesting, and it's one of my favorite parts of the story. I gotta say, I think the Inazuma storyline, don't get me wrong, I love the Mondstadt story, and I love the Liyue story, but I think that Inazuma's is my favorite. But anyways, remember to like the video if you liked and subscribe if you want to see more, but without further ado, let's get right to it. Okay, yeah, I also forgot, did I get any achievements? I thought so, I thought I got some achievements. I should have got these last time in case we could have done more wishes. Oh well. I did level up a character, so we do have a standard banner wish, so we'll for sure be doing that at the end of the episode. Okie dokie, let's see. Okay, miHo, what do you want to talk to me about?
Why, hello. If it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?
You literally told us to come meet you here!
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed.
It was a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Defeating Senora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another Gnosis.
Wait a second. Did you say Gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
Hmm?
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly?
The Gnosis is long gone, then.
The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to Senora. I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
You did... for once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
But why was the Gnosis in your hands?
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis.
Never knew I could fetch such a high price.
Well, what's done is done, and Paimon heartily thinks we'll be getting it back now. Let's leave the past in the past. So anyway, you still haven't told us why you called us here today.
It's to thank you.
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not? As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the past. What would you like to know about?
Ooh, okay, lots to talk about. So let's start. What about the Shogun puppet?
That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge of its origins. Still, there's one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create a prototype puppet.
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden Shoguns?
No, the prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness, until the Fatui took an interest in him.
Ugh, not the Fatui.
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him even more formidable than his original specifications.
Surely you don't mean...
The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis, and the prototype puppet is now known as the Balladeer.
What a crazy story!
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny?
Okay, so that means that Scaramouche is actually a puppet. Okay. Good to know. Okay, what about the former Raiden Shogun?
I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon. Few citizens of Inazuma are aware of this.
Morat's told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed away.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were 2 twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or shadow warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not 2, but 1. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly, so there was no need for the public to know the truth. In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them, right up until...
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
700 years ago. Conraya.
That was when
Conria,
A
yeah.
began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of god was Makoto?
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow.
Okay, what do you know about my sister then?
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you describe. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the process.
Yeah, having met her, I don't believe she was the one.
That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our relationship rather awkward, don't you think?
Don't worry, we aren't looking to pick a fight with you.
I wish you the best of luck. May you soon discover the truth behind it all. As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it. and I will also borrow some of Ayato's people from the Shiumatsuban. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you.
Aw, I really wish we could have got miHo. She's one of my favorite characters. Like I said, I have her on my personal account, and I love her. She's really strong, really fast, and I just love her design. I mean, of course, she's a fox, duh. Anyways, let's see. About the next stop on my journey.
After leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never-ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example, in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's a cute name.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a little while before we go to Sumeru, but it's awesome that that's where we're heading next. I didn't think we'd catch up so quickly. So yeah, I have no more questions.
Are you sure? Okay then. Oh, Traveler. Do you still have the Omamori I gave you?
Of course, I'll keep it in a safe place.
Keep it safe. Is that all you intend to do with it? There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yae Miko, the wise and beautiful.
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition?
To be reunited with my sister, I guess.
I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on what preoccupies you here and now. Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. It's a possibility. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.
And there we go. Omnipresence over mortals. We have finished the Inazuma story. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, do we have any Sacred Sakura stuff we can turn in while we're here? Oh, we do. We have exactly enough, and we'll get a crown out of it. Yay. Awesome. He's definitely have a lot more levels to go on this. How high does this thing go? Holy crap, it's got 50 levels on it. Yeah, it's gonna be a while before we max this thing out. I don't even think I maxed it out on my personal one. I think I have it at like level 30, I think. Okay. So let's see what we got going on. So the next place we're having to go to... Yeah, that's what I thought. We have to go through the chasm, which is cool. That's a pretty fun area to go through. It's got different stuff. It's kind of like a dragon spine in a sense, the way that it works, some of the mechanics, plus this other area that we haven't gone yet that I'm not going to spoil, because I do want to do this other area too. But cool, so we got that. We also have the unexpected guest, which we have to go to the lower levels of the chasm. Okay, cool. Let's see. That's just a character story quest. Here's a couple of world quests. I think these are all world quests, right? Yeah, these are all world quests. That's what I was like, we got a lot, and I haven't even been gathering them up. So pretty much, yeah, now we're gonna just start going around and doing side quests. Cool, we have completed Inazuma. I want to collect my achievement. Like I said, I didn't think we'd get through it that quickly, because I remember whenever I first did Inazuma, but also it was because of the fact that they were releasing it. I was playing Inazuma as they were releasing it, so it seemed to be taking a lot longer.
What they say is true. You have to see the world
So,
for yourself
really
to
don't talk over me,
appreciate how
Nahida.
beautiful it is.
But anyways, it was like taking a lot longer because of the fact that I had to wait for the next update each time for the story to get bigger and bigger. It's one of the reasons that I haven't done I haven't done Sumeru on my personal one yet, just because of the fact that I wanted to wait until, like, all of it was done so I could just marathon through the story, because I don't like having to wait for the next part of the story. I'm kind of impatient like that. So whenever we do get to Sumeru, I haven't played most of the story for it, so it'll be really new for me too, so it'll be a fun experience, like, to experience it all with you guys and everything. So now we gotta figure out what do we want to do first. Maybe we'll finish the Chisato's letter quest, since, you know, we can get that all done, since that kind of was our first thing we got whenever we arrived here. And then we might finish off some of these, specialty ones that get us these new items. This one... Okay, this one is just for, the whatchamacallit that's going on right now. Oh, what is it called? Crap, I forgot what it was called. Wind Bloom, I think, is it for that? Or it's for some sort of event going on right now. I don't know if we're gonna get to it, especially because there's only, like, a day and a half left on that event. This we can go ahead and do, because this will just get us the ability to capture animals to put in our teapot, which I haven't finished the teapot yet. I'm, like, about halfway done with it. Like I said, after I get the teapot fully unlocked and all the stuff unlocked for it, because otherwise it's kind of boring watching me just sit there and craft stuff forever and ever until I level it all the way up. Then I'll show you my teapot that I'm working on and everything. We could do this. We could go ahead and get the fishing rod done. I haven't even done this on mine yet, so they don't really... It's weird that they're letting us get this now, considering the Genius Invocation TCG has to do with something in Sumeru. So it's a little weird that they let you go ahead and do this without having gone to Sumeru yet, but I understand why though too, because it's kind of a... It's like a mini-game side thing, I guess, but I haven't done that either. But we might go ahead and actually get that unlocked, so we have all the side stuff unlocked. And then we got a whole bunch of this. Like I said, we might need to ascend soon because things are getting kind of easy, but I was kind of wanting to do some farming and everything, like artifact farming and whatnot, before we go and do that, so that way I am ready in a sense. But yeah, we got a lot we can do. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with Chisato's letter, I think.
Something on your...
Okay. Do we have... I don't think we've gotten... Have we gotten any more? I think we had like 2 of these. I doubt it's going to be enough to upgrade it, but... Yeah, because we need 20... Now we need 20 more. Yeah, we still have a long way to go on that, too. Okay, so report back to Chisato. Okay, she's just standing up here. I was like, how far do I gotta go to get to her? We run down the hill. Awesome, too, that if we go to Sumeru, we'll be able to upgrade Nahida more, which is awesome. Finally back. Traveler, you returned. Yeah, it only took us, like, what, a year? I guess you've delivered my letter to Kamaji? Did you manage to get the travel permit as well? Yes, I have. Thank you. You don't have to thank me. You should be thanking Kamaji instead. And what's this? Treats and a handwritten letter from Kamaji. Was it his request? My brain just, like, stopped working again. That was weird. These tricolor dango. He prepared them for me. Thank you, Traveler. I'll make sure to savor these treats. As for this letter, I'll read it with great care. Thank you for the hard work. Please accept these items as thanks for your help. Who knows, I might need your help again in the future as well. There we go. Okay, so she's done. Cool. Next, let's... Okay, do we have anything that's, like, here in Inazuma that we could do, like, immediately? We still need to get that done at some point. I've had that one for a while. The commission's commission. The Yashiro Commission's Madarame Yakube seems to have something to say to you. Okay, we need to do that one. That one's over at the... Oh! Okay, yeah. I think... Is this where we can get reputation stuff? Yeah, I think this is how we can get our reputation quests for here, which would be useful. So let's go ahead and get this done. Yeah, that's the reputation guy. Honored guest, a moment if you please. I trust you are the traveler of whom Miss Kamisato has previously spoken. Indeed I am. Then please forgive my intrusion. I am Madarame Hyakube, a retainer of the Kamisato clan. I have heard tell of your great deeds. Miss Kamisato thinks extremely highly of you. No doubt you are one of great honor and worthy of our trust. I have long since wished for the pleasure of making your acquaintance. Unfortunately, I have been unable to extricate myself from my duties recently. What do you want? You are every bit as forthright as the stories claim. Please excuse my habitual meandering. I'll get to the point. Since the Yashiro Commission oversees worship at the shrine, we often have the occasion to hear about people's earnest ambitions. Miss Kamisato, being as kind and thoughtful as she is, convinced the Yashiro Commissioner to allocate resources to help people realize their ambitions. After some deliberation, he decided to establish a public commission system as the means of achieving this. I'm the one he assigned to organize it. The remuneration is more than ample, but the problem is if there are too many commissions and not enough people to handle them. If you were willing to lend your assistance, that would be wonderful. You're unable to start it right away, that's no problem. You can simply find me in a few days' time when your schedule is freer. I have compiled the details of the commissions that we've received so far if you wish to take a closer look. Cool, cool. So let's go ahead and claim what we can. Get all these cleaned up. Awesome. Oh, there's a claim all button, really? I was doing it one at a time. Claim all, there we go. So we got Conde Cuisine and Pine's Waiting Twilight. So we got some stuff for the teapot. Cool, cool, cool. Anything like super useful? I mean, it's not bad stuff, but oh, I like the wings though. The wings are pretty cool. If you should ever have the time and the desire, we'd be most grateful indeed for your help. If all goes well, you will not only be well compensated, but your reputation in Inazuma will be enhanced. Of course, even one such as yourself cannot become a local legend overnight. As with many things in life, you will need to start from something small and work your way up. Specifically, this means that as your reputation builds up, the commissions you have access to will grow in complexity. Consider it a gauge of the level of trust that people here place in you. Please give it some thought. It goes without saying that I'd be thrilled if you were willing to help out. I will leave you to think it over. Okay, cool, cool. So we got that done. We can go ahead and learn all that stuff. Okay. What do we want to do now? Oop, wrong button. There we go. I want to go there. Okay, what do we want to do next? Let's go ahead and get the Omni Ubiquity net, I think is how it said. And then I think after that we'll try to get the exploding population done. I want to try to get all these done because it'll kind of help clear out our events menu over here because it's kind of getting full. As you can see, there's like a lot of stuff in here right now. Oh, we still need to do this too so we can get Kale. We got to clear floor 4, chamber 3. I need to do I keep forgetting that I can do the Spiral Abyss. I keep forgetting about it. But yeah, we can clear some of that stuff out, which would be awesome. Okay. So, ambiguity net. It should be over here, I think. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where the quest for it is. At least I thought it was. Okay, it's not you, it's you right over here, I think. Oop. No. Okay, maybe I got this wrong. No, you were just further in the city. Okay. Yeah, I need to talk to Sungo. Let's see. A lot of people. As I was like, we have so many quests. Look at all these quests lying around that we need to go pick up at some point. Oh my gosh. That Wakamurasaki. I shouldn't have let her know about Kagerumaru. What? Okay, that's a lot of words that I don't know how to pronounce. Kagarumaru? What's wrong? Oh, hello there, traveler. Do you still remember the Ubiquity net by any chance? After we settled the previous incident, I explained all that happened to a friend of mine. Her name is Wakamurasaki, and she calls herself a designer. She was quite inspired by the manner in which she used the net. So she's been badgering me this whole time to help her look up new techniques with which she can continue modifying the Ubiquity net. I couldn't deal with all that nagging, so I did find her something new in that ancient collection of mine. If the fancy takes you, traveler, go to her place. If you don't miss my guess, she's probably finished her modifications by now. Did we do the thing for that? I don't remember doing it. Because I remember it being like part of an event thing where you had to capture stuff using the net or whatever. I'm not sure, did we do it for another quest, or is that just referring to the event that's like long gone by now? I honestly cannot remember. There we go. Well, that should certainly do it. Hello there, are you Wakamurasaki? That's me, what do you need? Well, I'm here about the Ubiquity net. Oh, are you? Oh, I remember now, you must be that traveler. Sango told me about you. The way in which you operated that net was truly impressive, inspiring in fact. I have heard that you've been modifying it. Aye, that's right. Sango dug up an all-new Omnio technique for me and all. I used that technique to modify this net once again, and I named this new model the Omni Ubiquity net. According to Sango, this technique is able to detain the essence of living creatures before using certain objects as media to recreate the shape of that living being. She even says that the utmost achievement of such an Omnioto technique is to recreate a human essence. Such essences can answer questions and will never lie. I must say that such a technique would be of unbelievable help to a detective like Sango. You know what? I actually think that's why she told me about the technique and allowed me to make changes to the net. Huh, but do you go... Is she saying... I don't know how to say that. But don't go around telling anyone that. I'm only telling you this because Sango and I are friends, alright? Is it really that amazing? Not yet. No matter how modified, the net can only be used to recreate the essences of small creatures. It has no effect on humans whatsoever. You know what, Traveler? Take this net with you. Who knows, seeing you in action might give me some inspiration again. Here, take it with you, and remember, it's the Omni-Ubiquity net now, not just the Ubiquity net. Go on then, catch a few little animals to test it out. Okie dokie, so we can go ahead and equip it. There we go. Go ahead and clear this so I know how to use the net. It's not that complicated. So we'll go ahead and catch this fox over here. Hehe, got the fox. How did it go? Well, it was a one and done. I suppose that was inevitable. Like I said before, this technique can detain the essence of a small animal, but if you want to retain that essence and recreate the animal, you will need a separate medium. I integrated those techniques into the net, such that it is also the essence retention device in the recreation medium. That sounds complicated. Well, basically each net can only be used once. This is an issue that I haven't been able to solve yet either. If the medium can't stand repeated use, the cost of this device will be way too high. I'll continue doing research in this net and try to fix the problem as soon as possible. If you still need Omni-Ubiquity nets, you can come find me. And even though these nets can catch small animals, they're a bit of a fuss to put together. So next time you want one of these nets, you'll have to pay me a nominal fee. Relax, you're Sango's friend. I won't charge you too much. You'll get a good rate, I promise. Okay, there we go. So now that's unlocked. Let's go ahead and buy some nets. There we go, get 5 of them. Perfect. And now we gotta return to Sango. You know, it's probably faster to teleport up here, because that's a long walk. With Nahida's little legs. Jump. Whee. There we go. Did you find Wakamurasaki? So here's the deal with the Omni-Ubiquity net. Omni-Ubiquity net? You know what? It's not a bad name. It's still that technique. Can that technique really detain a human's essence? No, that's not possible. There are only records of such an Omnioto technique existing. Any practicum has long disappeared into the mists of time. The technique that I taught Wakamurasaki can only do that for small animals. Wait, then why didn't you tell her? Like, yeah. Oh, that? I just wanted Wakamurasaki to help me spread a certain something around. Bantan Sango Detective Agency's president is currently asking someone to create a net using Kamino Omnioto that can make people tell the truth. The long-lost Kamino Omnioto, the Bantan Sango Detective Agency, and a net that can indeed detain the essences of small creatures. Put all three together and you have an urban legend that both sounds impressive and that actually has a grain of truth to it. For most people, these urban legends are just little stories, but for criminals who already have the seed of fear in their hands, such tales are not so simple. Ah, so that's how it is. The other side of it is, well, Wakamurasaki was starting to get on my nerves with that whole find me the strongest Omnioto techniques ever nonsense. I told her many times that such things don't exist, but she wouldn't listen, so I had no choice but to give her something to work with so she'd get off my back. What if Wakamurasaki doesn't tell anyone about this? Impossible. She couldn't keep a secret to save her life. Trust me, I know her way too well. Either way, thanks for making the trip on my behalf. Take this. Consider it payment for the errand run. Archon, I hope she doesn't come to bother me again. I'm a detective, you know, not some Omni-OG. Cool. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and end the episode. We don't have enough for that wish, but we do have one standard wish. So actually, do we have any more? We do have more achievements. Let's see. I don't think we'll get enough out of this, though, to do that. Yeah, didn't think so. But okay, so we'll go ahead and end the episode off with a wish. And yeah, I didn't think we'd have enough. Okay, here we go, guys. You ready? 3, 2, 1, wish. And we got nothing. Why does it seem like our standard banner, we get, like, absolutely nothing ever on this one? Huh. Oh well, there we go, guys. In the next episode, we're going to continue kind of cleaning up, doing some more side quests. We're going to be doing those for a while before we head to the chasm. I also might consider doing the, like I said, ascending to the next level, because of the fact that we've been at this world level for a while and the fights seem kind of easy, so we'll kind of play that by ear. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, remember to like it. Comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. I look forward to hearing from you guys. And remember to subscribe if you want to see more from me in the future. Until next time, see ya!